Right, welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000. It's 2,000 points. Challenger Scorpion. Bryan Morrow has returned with his Night Lords this time, and they will take on the Space Wolves, Space Marines chapter. So fighting across this Imperial terrain. So an AdMech compound here. Imperial Fists have been fighting in the area. Only their burning vehicles remain. Night Lords in this sector, and the Space Wolves have been sent in to flush them out. Right, welcome to this 2,000 points game of Warhammer 40,000. Going to run the Space Wolves here. This is the revamped list, and it'll be interesting to see how they get on in this game. So I'm running a battle-forged army, a battalion detachment, a vanguard, and then an extra command point as well for Bjorn the Fell-Handed in the list. So that will be 10 command points in total for this Space Wolves list. So 2 HQs then to fulfill the battalion. First is Bjorn the Fell-Handed. He's got a heavy flamer and a twin las cannon for him. Then Crom Dragon Gaze is in the list as well. That's the 2 HQs. Then to fulfill the troops for the battalion, I've actually got 4. 1 unit of Grey Hunters unit here. There's 2 plasma guns in the squad unit, 10. And then buried inside that unit is a Terminator Wolf Guard. Pack leader there, giving him a Stormbolt and Power Sword. Then 3 units of Blood Claws, all units of 10. Bolt Pistols, Chainswords, and then a Terminator Wolf Guard pack leader in each of those squads. 2 of those squads, the Terminators, have the twin Frost Claws for them, or Wolf Claws, just the extra +1 strength, Lightning Claws for them. And then across here, this one has Stormbolter and a Power Axe war gear for that Terminator pack leader. Then within the battalion, some fast attack units here. So 2 units of Thunderwolf Cavalry have split. It used to be a unit of 5. Now I've got 2 units of 3. I've given them all Storm Shields, so both of those units have 3+ invuln save throughout. 2 of them with Bolt Pistol, Chainsword, and then the pack leader there for each of those squads I've given a Power Axe. 2 units of Fenrisian Wolves, 2 units of 5. And then the Vanguard detachment, the HQ for that is the Warlord here. It's the Rune Priest. Plasma Pistol for him and Runic Axe. I've also given him the Relic, the Wolfenstone, so he'll be carrying that. And as the Warlord, he has Saga of the Wolfkin. If he was charged, or performs heroic intervention, he gets +1 attack. If he fulfills his deed of legend, he needs to slay 5 enemy models. Once he's done that, other units within 6 will be granted that +1 attack bonus. Then 3 elites required here for the Vanguard. So the first is 5 Wolfen here, 2 of them with Thunderhammers and Storm Shields, 2 Great Axes, and the Wolfen pack leader there has the Frost Claws for him. Yep, he has to take that upgrade. Then Murderfang, the character Dreadnought, is in the list, and then finally a Venerable Dreadnought with Fenrisian Great Axe and Blizzard Shield for him. So that's the list here for the Space Wolves. Just to mention, Psychic Powers for him, going to go for Fury of the Wolf Spirits this time around. That's those bonus attacks. And then Stormcaller, it's difficult power to manifest, needs an 8, but if it does go off, then units within 6 will gain the benefit of being cover. May well prove useful here in this game. Just to mention also our Patreon supporters at gold level, Marcus Anthony and Paul Cook. Special thanks to them for their support for the SSWG Wargames Club. You can check out the silver level Patreons in the end credits of the video. And if you want to help support our local Wargaming Club, then check out the Striking Scorpion 82 Patreon page. Alright, so that's the list then for the Space Wolves. We'll take a look now and see what Bryan Morrow has in his Night Lords army. Right, so 2,000 points of Night Lords. Bryan Morrow has returned, and great to see the Night Lords back. So this is the list here, and yes, there is a Chaos Knight in his force as well. We'll let him run through what he has in his army.
So this is my 2,000 points of Night Lords. I've just taken a single battalion detachment. I've got 3 units of Cultists as my troops, a 5-man unit of bikes with 2 combi meltas, Terminator Lord with a Chain Fist and a combi melta, a Chaos Lord with a jump pack, and I've given him the Claws of the Black Hunt, a Terminator unit. The Terminator unit has Power Axes and combi meltas, a Raptor pack. The Raptor pack just has a plasma pistol on it. Over on the left here we have a Chaos Land Raider, a unit of Chosen. I've given them the Mark of Khorne, and the Sergeant has a plasma pistol and a power sword. 3 Obliterators with the Mark of Slaanesh, and a Master of Executions with the Mark of Khorne. And then to finish it off, we've taken a Chaos Knight. He's got the Avenger Gatling Cannon, Thunderstrike Gauntlet, and a Storm Spear Rocket Pod.
So the Warlord is here. Lord of Terror it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, 3d6 for morale if units get too close for him. Night Lords, so within 6 inches of any of these units, not the cultists, it's -1 to leadership, and that can be stacked up to a maximum of -3. So that can cause trouble for units when it comes to taking their morale tests. But great to see this army back again. It's been quite a while since we've seen them on the channel, but they have returned here, and we've nicely lined them up against one of the Space Marine chapters. We're going to scenario and deployment now for this game. Okay, so I have a scenario here. It's Eternal War from Chapter Approved 2018. Narrow the Search is the name of the mission. So central objective marker here. We're going to use this Space Marine Terminator on this throne, and the cat nearby as well from the Space Hulk box set. So frontline assault is the deployment. Space Horse have chosen to go at this end, so we can deploy it. We'll be 9 inches away from the central objective there. Then Bryan across the other side of the table, he'll get to deploy first with his army and then choose whether to go first or second. And then the Space Horse can try and steal the initiative on a 6. First Strike, Slay the Warlord and Linebreaker also available in this mission. But really it is going to focus on the central objective. At the end of each battle round, not each turn, but at the end of each battle round, players will receive 1 victory point for whoever controls the central objective. The range for that starts at 18 inches and then it shrinks by 3 inches per turn. So an incentive there for the armies, both armies, to get as close as possible to the objective, as many models as possible. Troops also will play a vital role in this game as well. So both armies, as per usual in every game of 40k, will be very interested in destroying each other, but they've also got to keep in mind this central objective and how important it is. There is a null field as well in play, so units within 12 inches of the objective will not receive any invuln saves if they have them. So that's the mission. Bryan's going to start deploying now, placing all of his army on the board. Then once he's deployed, we'll then get the Space Horse onto the table as well. Right, so the battle mat that we're using here in this game, it's from gamemat.eu, and also using some of their terrain from the industrial terrain set that they do. So the boxes and containers here, the generators that you're seeing on the table as well, that's from their industrial terrain set also. So you can check them out for your supplies of battle mats and terrain for your games of Warhammer 40,000. So just as Bryan's deploying here, we'll clarify cover. So we'll play the usual rules for craters. There's a number of those dotted around the board. We've said that if a unit is entirely on top of this, it will receive the benefit of cover, and then we're going to play everything else, including all of the scrub and so on here, just as line of sight blocking terrain, which there is a fair amount here on the board for units to hide behind, but that's the terrain covered here. You can see Bryan's putting his cultists out here first of all. We'll let him finish deploying his army. Alright, so deployment complete here. We'll cover the Night Lords first of all. So cultist troops choices here. So they've amassed in the centre of the board, getting ready to move out towards the objective. The Imperial Knight, Chaos Knight, is just nearby on this side, ready to lend some firepower support and close combat as well. Land Raider here on this flank for now. Inside there is this unit of Chaos Chosen, and the Master of Execution here as well. Then reserves, deep striking with all 5 of these, the 2 characters, unit of Terminators, the Raptors, and then also the Obliterators as well. So plenty of reserve options here for the Night Lords. And then finally, a unit of Bikers ready to swing round on this flank. So just cultists in the centre of the table for now, but plenty of deep strike reserves available. That they'll be able to come on turn 2 onwards. So that's deployment here for the forces of chaos. You can see the Space Wolves have amassed themselves across the other side of the table. So a heavy concentration in the centre here for the Space Wolves. So 1, 2, 3 units of the Blood Claws, the Grey Hunters on the right hand flank. Buried in amongst them here is the Rune Priest and Crom. He's right almost at the very tip of the advance there. The 2 character Dreadnoughts are here, Murderfang and Bjorn, and then we've gone for a cavalry flank here with some Wolfen just in the middle of the deployment zone here. So Fenrisian Wolves here, unit of Fundorf cavalry, the other unit here, Fenrisian Wolves, and then we put him out last. I was going to put him over here. We don't fancy walking towards the las cannon Land Raider, so we've gone onto this flank instead, and we'll try and swing around. He'll lose his invuln save if he goes within 12 inches of the relic, so just trying to put him out on a flank instead. So that's deployment done. No reserves at all for the Space Wolves. Everything they have is on the table here, in contrast to the Night Lords who've gone heavy on reserves in this mission. Alright, so deployment is complete. So I've got my dice here. I'm going to roll to see if we go first. We'll need a 6 to try and steal the initiative here from the Night Lords. So, moment of truth here. No, it's a 3. Okay, now Brian's very happy with that. He knows he's going first now, and the forces of chaos will make their first moves. So, great to see the Night Lords back. Can they take on and destroy the Space Wolves here in this game and control the central objective? We'll have to see. Turn 1 coming up next for the Night Lords. Strong movement here for the Night Lords. So it's 18 inches for trying to get models within range to try and pick up that point. That'll be at the end of the battle rounds. That'll be after the Space Wolves have made their moves. And then it's going to shrink 3 inches a turn. So next turn, turn 2, it'll be 15 inches to try and get as many models as possible within range of that objective. So massive incentive to go for the centre of the table here. Space Wolves more of the cluster attack here with multiple units. Night Lords sending in a meat shield here by the looks of it, and then other units are going to descend in. More of a tactical approach from them. Going to attack on the flanks here and try and destroy the Space Wolves force and strip it down as much as possible to deny it from controlling the central objectives. Land Raiders just moved. You can see it moving through here just past the burning wreck here of the Imperial Fist Rhino. Knights yet to move. If it does, Cultists have shifted ahead. They've all just moved 6 inches. No advanced moves from them. So I think Brian's going to get some shooting available from them as well. So the knight has moved, shifted across this direction, not got his full move here, but steadily moving ahead. And then the bikers have swung around on the flank here, so they're taking the more scenic route round behind the generators there to flank the Space Wolves. So that's movement done. No psychers at all here for the Night Lords. We'll go on to their shooting phase next. So going on to the shooting phase here, plenty of firepower options here. The Land Raider with its laser cannons, the Chaos Knight as well. We have played prepared positions, so we've paid 2 command points. They've got 8 left for the Space Wolves. The army's gone into cover now just to try and shelter this army as much as possible on turn 1. I'll also mention the vast majority of the models here for the Space Wolves have been painted by Siege Studios. It's a commission that I had done to get this Space Wolves army up and running. Since then I've painted a couple of units myself, but most of the models here are painted by them, so if you like the look of the models here, then by all means get in touch with them for your own painting commission work. Land Raider is going to fire. Everything is going to go, because these are character dreadnoughts, they can't be picked on yet. Needs to strip the screen away. So Bryan's going to fire into the Grey Hunters here with everything. So the 4 laser cannon shots, heavy bolters, and storm bolter as well. So this is laser cannon shots. Ooh, just the 1 hit coming through. 3's for a wound. The wound comes through. AP -3. But we'll get a 5-up save because of cover. Oh, we tank it. Well done. That's just on a regular Marine. Okay, so heavy bolter shots firing now. 3's, again, not too good, just 2 hits coming through. Night Lord's a bit nervous here about firing on the Imperium. Perhaps, no, don't think so. 2-up saves, regular Marines. Yes, because of cover, rolled a 2 there, so passing the saves so far. Chaos Knight to fire next. Bryan just checking line of sight. I think it's going to be no problem. He's going to fire the Storm Spear rocket pod into the Dreadnought here, and then the Avenger Gatling Cannon's going to try and hose these down here also. Okay, Storm Spear first. 3 shots in 3's. 2 hits come through. That's pretty good. And then 3's to wound. Toughness 7. Double 6. Okay, this is the dice starting to warm up now here in the game. So we'll take our invuln save here of 4+. Like to block both. We do on a 6 and a 4. Space Wolves solid as a rock here at the moment, at least. See if the Avenger Gatling Cannon can bring some of these Marines down next. Yeah, so he's going to go after the Grey Hunters again. I think it's because of the danger of the plasma gun firepower that potentially can come from them. So that's the hits that have come through. Bryan's taken the misses away. So he's going to go for 3's to wound. Yeah, strength 6. That's superb. They've all wounded. Very, very good. So that's 7. So 4-up saves with cover, just to try and help. Yeah, we've lost some now. So 4 of them brought down. It's a good weapon for taking down Marines, especially sort of Primaris models. But 4 of the Grey Hunters have been hosed down here by the Avenger Gatling Cannon. Bryan will turn to his cultists now to lend some fire support. So the unit on top is in range of the Grey Hunters, going to go after them again. So looking for 4's. And it's strength 3 with their auto guns, so it will then be at 5's for wounds here. We haven't tanked any hits on the Terminator, don't need to, because we're carrying a 2+ armour save here with the regular Marines at the moment. But 5's and 6's. There's a 666 there. So 2-up saves. Passed, alright, so the armour holds for now. Another 10 shots going to come through, going to go against the Fenrisian Wolves this time. Softer target, they'll get a 5-up save for prepared positions. Yeah, 9 shots actually. Sergeant's not carrying an auto gun here, so it should have been 9 shots across there as well. But it doesn't matter the results. Not going to affect the result. All the saves were passed. So 9 shots, needing 4's. I have to say, pretty amazing shooting here from the cultists. They've been well trained here. It's been a long time since they've been on the channel, and they've been training up the whole time. 5 swoons. It's toughness 4 for the Fenrisian Wolves. Just the 2 come through. One of those was a 4, and then we'll take a 5-up. No, alright, 1 dog lets out a howl here. It's been shot. So, just to be clear here, no animals have been harmed, or will be harmed in the making of this video here. So, next, I think you're going to be in range with the others. Yeah, another 9 shots, and he's going to go after the Fenrisian Wolves again to try and cause some more casualties on them. So a fear of wolves here from the cultists, especially if it's the size of these ones here. Just the one hit and a wound. Alright, so that's their firepower complete. Bikes out of range, line of sight as well, with all the scrub and terrain in the way. So that is the end of the shooting phase. No assaults will take place, and that'll be the turn finished here for the Night Lords. So a steady but cautious advance and some firepower coming in from the cultists. And then the Chaos Knight, steady advance from that, and the Land Raiders on the move as well. Now we'll hand over to the Space Wolves. We'll see what move they make and see if they can make an impact here on turn 1. Their turn 1 coming up next. Okay, so movement here for the Space Wolves, flooding into the compound here and on top of the objective. So units of Bloodclaws, all advanced moves made by these. This unit here particularly going pretty quick, or a 6 for them, so nice and fast from those. The Rune Priest is just in amongst them. So too is Crom, he's just there. The Wolfen here have advanced with them, rolled a 5. They could charge the Knight, but it is an extreme dice roll, and they'll receive Overwatch, so I may just manoeuvre them into the centre of the table, but they're there and poised ready to strike next turn potentially. This unit of Bloodclaws, I've stretched them out, just aware of a lot of deep strikers that Bryan has available. Pushing ahead here with the Grey Hunters, their numbers cut down, but we'll try and use their plasma guns this turn, just a regular move from them. The 2 character Dreadnoughts have moved up, hopefully protected by the screen. Thunderwolf Cavalry have gone 10, ready to charge into the cultists. So too the 3 remaining Wolves. Foul morale by 1, so lost one of the Fenrisian Wolves from that squad. The other unit of them has spread out along here again, just to try and prevent deep strikers from getting too close. Venerable Dreadnoughts advanced 10 inches in total, an advanced move made here as well by the Thunderwolf Cavalry going after the bikers on the flank. So that's movement done for the Space Wolves. Looking strong for them in the centre of the table, but there's a lot of Night Lords models or units to arrive on the table, and that will really change the shape of the game when they arrive, if they turn up on turn 2 or turn 3. That's movement done. We do have a Psychic Phase here for the Space Wolves coming up next. Okay, so Psychic Phase complete here. Pretty good. Smite's gone off from the Rune Priest here and has caused 3 mortal wounds against the Chaos Knights. It's down to 21. Then tried to play Stormcaller and failed. I rolled a 6. Command rerolled and still failed, so used a command point up for that. That would have been putting units into cover. We then played Cloaked by the Storm stratagem. It's 3 command points. We've only got 4 left now. But all the Bloodclaws, the Grey Hunters here, the Dreadnoughts, Wolfen as well. It's -1 to hit them with this storm that's descended down to try and protect these units. I am anticipating a fair bit of firepower against them, and we've used that stratagem to try and... It is expensive in points, but we've used that stratagem to try and protect the main line here for the Space Wolves. So that's Psychic Phase complete. Not too bad, though. The Chaos Knight has taken some damage. So, Psychic Phase complete. We're going to Shooting Phase now for the Space Wolves here on turn 1. Alright, so Bryan's rotating the Iron Shields here. Bjorn's going to fire 2 laser cannon shots. We've moved, so it's 3s to hit, and we can reroll 1s. 2 hits here to punish this knight for betraying the Emperor here. 3s to wound. Yeah, boy. God, dear. Command reroll. I'm burning through these like crazy. Just about right. So 2 wounds have come through. -3. Bryan will take his 4+ invuln save to try and block these 2 from coming through. Interesting point in the game here. He'd want to pass at least 1. He has. He can let that through or command reroll that for a 4+. It's a tough choice. Could be a bit of early damage, or he could block the damage entirely at this stage. Bryan has 7 command points at the moment.
I'll let it go through.
Okay. Will he regret this or not? The answer is no. Okay, just the 1. Alright, so drops to 20 wounds here, and I can't command reroll that result. But 1 wound caused here. We've just winged this Traitor Knight. Okay, going to fire this unit next. I'm going to supercharge with these because I think this unit's going to die next turn. It's very exposed, going to be shot at, and deep strikers coming in. So we're going to take the risk. We're not within range of any reroll 1s, so you could see these Marines detonate here as their plasma overheats. So we're going to fire the bolter and storm bolter rounds upstairs here against the cultists as well. Maybe fire those first before the plasma overheats. So that's going to be 4 shots from the Terminator with a Storm Bolter and 3 shots because the other bolters moved. So 3s. Teach these heretics a lesson here. Yes, 3 wounds come through. No minus at all. So Bryan gets a 6-up save for cultists. Okay. Yeah, 6 is to save.
1.
Save 1. Alright, so 2 lost from upstairs. Okay. So we've done them a favour, put them out of their misery there. With some bolt rounds coming through. Right, plasma. First man, I know probably one of these is going to die. I'm going to go into the night guy in rapid fire range. So the first one, he dies. And then the second, he dies too. But they get a hit each. It's toughness 8 though, isn't it? It's just 5s to wound. No, it was all in vain. Oh dear. They cheap. And they're gone. But I think they're going to die anyway, but it's worth a try. But the 2 plasma gunners there are dead. Okay, just fired with Murder Fang. He didn't advance, only moved 8, and he's taken out 2 more of the cultists, so 4 casualties taken on them. No shooting at all, no shooting weapons with the Wolfen, and all of these here advanced. He advanced as well, so no plasma pistol shot from him, and Crom advanced as well. So that's all the firepower resolved here. We'll not fire the bolt pistols. Yeah, we could fire at the unit at the back maybe. So a little bit of firepower left, not much at all. I've popped smoke already with the Venerable Dreadnought here on this flank. Yeah, and that is shooting phase complete here. Yeah, just looking around. So I've just taken out 1 more cultist from the back unit. That was 2 bolt pistol shots coming through from the Thunderwolf Cavalry. No shooting across here. So shooting phase complete. We'll go now on to charges. Yes, the cavalry here potentially can plunge into the cultists. We'll roll up some charges and Overwatch next. Alright, so charges have taken place. You can see the cavalry have made it in. Loads and loads of hits coming through, but just 1 wound caused when we pass that on a 3+. That's contacting both units of those cultists. Then after they charged, the 3 Fenrisian wolves charged in as well. So early combat here. Cavalry charging down this corridor and plunging into these cultists here. We'll get this combat resolved next. That's the only combat there is. I've marked the storm here. You can see a swirling whirlwind as this part of the army is protected by the storm. We'll go on to combat resolution next. Alright, so I'll fight with the Fenrisian wolves first of all. 3 attacks for them, needing 3s. They're not affected by the Space Wolves bonus, so not going to hit on 2s. 3s to wound. Yeah, 3 wounds come through. It's actually AP -1, so it's a straight 3 cultists cut down here. Or mauled to death. 3 dead, 3 dogs there, so that's 1 each. So they'll happily sit there and chew on the bones of these heretics here. Let the Thunderwolf Cavalry fight next. I was going to say, do you want to interrupt, but probably not with a... No, it wouldn't waste the command points on cultists. Okay. So I'm going to play it here. These 2 are going to try and wipe out this unit here, and then the lone leader here is going to go into the unit there at the back. So chainswords first of all onto the damaged cultist unit at the front. 3s to wound. Yeah, 3 saves, regular saves, so 6-up saves for them. Coming through. Right, I'm just going to roll up. No, 3 more brought down. And then we'll do the 3 attacks from the leader at the front with his axe. 4 hit, in 2s, and 3s to wound. Just the 1 wound comes through. It's AP -2, so that will be one of the cultists at the back removed from play. Then the wolves themselves, 3 attacks, that's 6 attacks at the unit at the front. That's those hits. 3s to kill. Yeah, 3 more. I don't know if that's wiped out the squad. No, yeah, -1. So 3 more from that squad can go. Just there, and then we'll do 3 attacks on the unit at the back. They will hit. And 2 wounds come through -1. So another 2 cultists at the back slain also. So we'll let Bryan fight back here. There's 1 member left of the front cultist squad, and then 6 left from the squad at the back, so they can make their attacks now as well. Okay, so the brutal assault weapon here. This is the squad leader, needing 4s. Yep. It's the 1. Toughness 5 on these? No, okay. And the rest of the squad at the back there. So 6 plus the squad leader, so 8 attacks in total, needing 4s. So you're looking for 4s and then 5s. Nothing. Okay, Thunderwolf Cavalry quite well equipped here for taking on hordes, and they've hacked their way through a good number of these cultists. That'll mark the end of the turn. So looks like the Space Wolves are going to pick up the first point here in this game. They're going to have more models and plenty more troops in the centre of the table. Creates a bit of a conundrum here for the Night Lords. Pressure on them to try and eliminate as many Space Wolves as possible, and then try and now get within 15 inches will be the next bracket there for picking up the points. So we may well see Space Wolves picking up the early points here in this game, and then there may well come a tipping point where casualties start to mount. We'll see. It's very hard to call at this stage. We'll get some morale resolved next. I think the cultists may well be in trouble. All right, yeah, morale resolved. Fouled by 2 here, so 2 more casualties taken. The lone squad leader, Auto, ran away, and then the squad at the back did pass, so no further models taken off. So that's the end of the turn here. So Space Wolves get 1 point for this one. They do have first strike as well. With the last model running away, they've managed to pick up that point also. So pretty good start from them, but still early days here in this game. And it'd be interesting to see if the reserves, any of them turn up on turn 2, or whether Bryan holds them off till turn 3. We'll see. We'll go on to turn 2 now for the Night Lords, see how they react to this Space Wolves aggression and this surge through the centre part of the table. Alright, so turn 2 here for the Night Lords, and it's really heating up here. I think turn 2 we're going to see a lot of combats and so on resolved in this turn, and some significant results as well. So we've had reserves turn up here, so the Obliterators have turned up just here, ready to lay down some firepower into the advancing Space Wolves. It's as if the Chaos Forces have waited for the Space Wolves, knowing they're going to go to the centre of the table, and then now this attack that's going to occur from all angles here. Disembarking from the transport, the Land Raider, the Chosen, have moved across here, along with the Master of Executions. Okay, he's with them as well, so we'll be able to assault. Land Raider hasn't even moved. No, it's just going to get its... well, it gets its full ballistics go anyway, but it hasn't moved. The Traitor Knight here, Chaos Knight, has moved across. We've just pushed the wreck out of the way. It would easily just barge that to the side as it makes its way through here against these Space Wolves units. So looking to fire and then no doubt get stuck in close combat as well. These cultists have held position. The ones on top, the others have fallen back. And Bryan has brought the Raptors in. And then also the character there, Raptor Lord there at the Jump Pack Lord, yeah, at the back as well. So they're like a counterpunch unit just waiting at the back line. Then across here, Bikers have swung round, going aggressive against the Space Wolves. So it's Cavalry versus Bikers here on this flank. Mini battle taking place. The Terminators and Terminator Lord have held off, so they're not going to come on this turn. They'll have to turn up next turn. But Bryan still keeping some tactical reserves off the table for now. I think maybe I'll wait to see what develops across the board here, and then bring in the Terminators later on. So that's movement done. Really starting to mix up here. We'll go on to straight onto shooting phase here for the Night Lords on turn 2. Just going to start with the Bikers. So 2 melter gun shots first of all. Going in, either 3s, yeah, both hit. And 3s to wound. They're both wounded. Alright, so we'll take 3+ invuln saves here. Yeah, we foul one. Do we command reroll at this early stage of the turn? I've only got 3 command points left. Is it significant enough to try and keep one of these guys alive? This is very tough here. 3 command points would be useful for a number of stratagems. We'll leave it. Oh dear, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Bryan's going to roll the damage. Your melter range. You get 2d6, choose the best, don't you? So you can roll another dice here. 5, that's a better job. Alright, no problem. No, we're all helping each other out. Even Chaos and Imperium, a cordial relationship here going on. So, still bolt of fire, still to come through. So this is bolt of fire now. It'll be a stretch to try and bring another wolf down, but Bryan will be looking for some wounds at least. 5's to win though, toughness 5. Using the updated rules for bolt of discipline here. And 2. 3 up saves. Foul 1. Alright, so wound taken on one of the other cavalrymen. So that's that firepower result. Plenty of options here, plenty of firepower available from the Knights. There's this squad here as well. Obliterators have turned up. Their firepower can be awesome as well. And then the Land Raider, its laser cannon shots also available.
It is damage
Strength 7.
3.
-3 and damage 3. Okay, Brian's just rolling up for these. They're about to fire at all of them are going to go into this squad here. There's just 4 to bring down to wipe out this squad of Grey Hunters. So it will be -1 to the hit rolls for the storm that's swirling around here to offer a bit of protection for this Space Wolves army. So I'm not sure if it's going to keep them alive though. Fours for hits. Yeah. It has denied some of the shots coming through, but still a good number. Yeah, a good number have made it through. It's going to be 3s to wound, strength 7. So I think this squad will be wiped out here. Yes, some have failed. It should still be enough. It's -3. So we've got a total here of 8 by the looks of it. Yeah, 8. Alright, so...
Terminator.
Yeah, Terminator could try and tank some shots here.
It's got 5 ups here.
What damage is it?
3.
Straight 3. Yeah, so it's going to kill him. I could go with a better save here to try and... -3, so 2 up. 3 up, 4 up, 5 up. It's probably not going to be worth it. I'll try and do a crazy 5 ups here. This is madness. No, he's dead. And 6s with the others. No, okay. Squad wiped out. Good firepower here. That's that Grey Hunter squad eliminated. So does the rot start here is the question. Well, it has started, but how far is this going to spread here? So plenty of firepower options still available here for the Night Lords at this stage.
Endless cacophony on them. Shoot again.
Oh, 2 command points being used. Endless cacophony here. And now he'll pick on this squad. Okay, so going to move on to them. It's a fresh shooting round, so you're going to re-roll all of those dice. Yeah, so strength coming up.
Yep.
Strength 8 this time. That'd be good. That'd be 2s to wound.
-1.
Just -1 this time, though. Okay.
3 damage.
3 damage time. Okay, it's going into the Blood Claws unit. Again, it's -1 to the hit rolls, which will help a little bit. Superb stratagem, really good. Brian's down to 5 command points left. So just 4s will be hits here. So it's averaged out okay. 2s to wound though this time. Thankfully it's for Brian here, it's strength 8. Yeah, really good.
4, 9.
9. There's 8. We'll take 4 up saves. We'll not put it on the Terminator. Wow. Praise the Emperor here, and then one other one failed. Okay, so 3 have failed, but that's a pretty good result. So we've taken those 3 away because there's no more firepower to come here, and just to eliminate the idea of any kind of assaults taking place. So that's their firepower resolved. We'll see what Brian fires next. Yeah, difficult here. Land Raider, just discussing it. Its options cut down. These are character dreadnoughts here, you see, and so Brian's options quite limited. But he can see through to this unit here of Blood Claws. He's going to offload everything into them. We have already resolved the Raptors. 3+ invuln save. We saved a plasma pistol shot coming through, and the bolt pistols did no damage. Okay, so 4 laser cannon shots here. Going to try and pick off some Marines. Yeah, 3 hits. These don't get cover. They're too far away. They've all been wounded. So I'll take 6 up saves. Yeah, 1 defies one of the laser cannons here, but 2 of the Marines brought down. Okay, heavy bolter firing now. It's 2 casualties so far. Brian's done his hits. And they're all wounded. Okay, so -1. 4 up saves. 5 of them. Yeah, we saved 3. 2 more Marines brought down though. So casualties starting to mount here. I'll take those 2 away and boost that up to 4. Alright, cultists upstairs. They're going to fire down to the same unit. And no, strength 3, toughness 4. Okay. No, he's missed a cultist there. I'll let him shoot. He's got a hit. He's got a wound. Well done. The Forgotten Cultist has slain a Marine. Oh, unbelievable. Okay, so he's picked off one of the Marines. Yeah, that's good. So good shooting from him. From upstairs on top of the building. Alright, so we still have this unit here, still yet to fire, and the knight as well.
Right
in front of it, okay. Yes.
There's 7 of them. One of plasma pistol.
Yep.
Need a 4.
Yes, -1 to hit rolls, that's right, yeah.
Strong enough.
Wounds, -3, so take a 6 up save. Should we fail? There's a crack grenade if you want to throw one as well. Yeah, crack grenade as well.
Yes.
3s for a wound, yeah. Take a 4 up save. Pass just about. And then pistols now. Just trying to soften up the Space Wolves here. Just the one, okay. 3 up save. Go on, and yeah, we'll tank in on a Terminator. Yes, okay, alright. Okay. Right, so that's then resolved. The character here, does he get any...
He's going to 4 as well.
4 plus, yeah, crack grenade coming through here.
4.
Hits on a 4, yeah, well done. And then a 3 to wound. Yeah, another wound comes through. 4 up save. We'll not put it on the Terminator here. Passed, alright, on a 6. So, the Traitor Knight now, Chaos Knight, with its firepower. It's the last of the firepower here for the Night Lords. Not too bad though. I think Brian's going to be happy enough. That's the casualties there for the Space Wolves so far. And still with the Knight to shoot. Alright, so a major situation here. This is titanically big. The null field. There's a null field here. There's no invuln saves available. So the plasma pistol round that came through against these, we've put that as a wound because it didn't roll high enough. There, I took an invuln save. Shouldn't have done. Okay, so wound's been taken on the Thunderdwarf Cavalry. Don't think it's affected anything else that's taken place across here because we just took regular armour saves. So that's fine. But it now means that the shooting that comes from this could be exceptionally good if Brian picks on units that usually would have an invuln save. So he's going to flame the dogs here, and again, no animals will be harmed in the making of this video. The Avenger Gatling Cannon is going to go after the Wolfen, who will lose their invuln save. Storm Spear Rocket Pod and the Melter Gun are going to go into the Thunderdwarf Cavalry as well. All of a sudden, the Space Wolves, because of this null field here, are very vulnerable indeed. We'll see what kind of damage Brian can do here with the Knight.
Flamer does 5 hits.
5 hits. It could wipe out the Wolves here. It's forced 3s to wound. Yeah, strength 5, yeah, and -1. 1, 2, and no, not quite enough.
2.
Just the 2. So those 2 dogs can go. Morale's going to be a problem. Only morale 4. Melter shot now into the cavalry. Hits, and it does wound. It's -4. So damage is 4, so that cavalryman can go. Would have had a 3+ invuln save there if we weren't within range of the null field. Now the rocket pod, looking for hits. Yes, 2 hits come through. This could be enough to wipe out the squad. No, because it's toughness 5, so 1 wound comes through. It's going to command reroll here. Okay. 3+. Yes, 2 wounds come through. Okay, it's -2. Just looking at the Space Wolves here. So a bit of a blunder here, moving these Wolfen through the centre of the table just with that null field. They're very vulnerable here. So I'm going to roll my saves here. It's AP -2, so I'm going to take a 5 up save. Normal armour. Fail both. So the first D6 damage is a 2, and then it's just going to slay the last model. Okay, so that one can disappear. But I think Brian will be happy enough with the damage that's come through against the Thunderdwarf Cavalry. I've lost 2 models from that unit, and that's taking out a lot of their potency here. Now the Avenger Gatling Cannon. Can it hose down the Wolfen? That'll be a deadly blow to the Space Wolves army as well. Yeah, forced to hit because of the storms. That will help out to some degree. 12 shots. Head in the hands moment. Yeah, feel your pain here. 4 hits. He's not going to wipe out the squad here. 3s to wound. It's just a 2. We'll take 6s for saves. We do save 1, and we'll lose 1 model. It could have been a whole lot worse. One of the Wolfen has been slain. Alright, so got off very, very lightly with the Wolfen, took off the pack leader, so we've kept the 2 big axes and the Thunderhammers as well. So choices to make now for the Night Lords. We know they're going to charge. The Knight just can't stand there, and the Chosen to charge as well. But where to go and what units to try and pick on here, we'll see. We'll go on to charges and Overwatch next. A crucial point here. This Knight quite pivotal now in this battle. Alright, so charges taking place, loads of them all across the table, a lot more than I thought there would be. So across here, no damage on Overwatch, and the Bikers have charged in against the Thunderwolf Cavalry. The Raptors made it into close combat here. So the character with the jump pack did not. The Raptor Lord.
Jump pack Lord.
Jump pack Lord, okay, he's not made it in. But the Raptors have, and again, we'll still not get our invuln save here. For that last Thunderwolf Cavalryman. Then across here, the Knights charged in, multi-charged, 1, 2, 3 units of Blood Claws, contacted all 3 of those. Did take 2 wounds from Overwatch, so that was a 666 being rolled for some bolt pistol shots coming through. Bryan fouled 2-3 up saves, and it's down to 18 wounds remaining. Croms heroically intervened. Then across here, the Chosen have charged in, no Overwatch because this squad was already contacted by the Knight. Their Master of Executions has managed to push his way through here and has made contact with my Rune Priest, who is the Warlord. So see if he can bring him down. So that's all the charges taking place. Bryan has said, total agreement here, this is the make or break turn here. Space Wolves need to try and weather this, fight back as best as they can, and then try and make some kind of impact on their next turn. But really kicking off here in the very early stages of this game. But it's all revolving around the centre of the table. We'll go on to combat resolution here. Space Wolves could interrupt. We've got 3 command points. Do we use that, though? We'll see. We'll see where Bryan decides to fight first. This is going to be interesting here. Yeah, this is good. Master of Executions, this is his job. A twist here again. He's within 12 of the null field here, so my Warlord is not going to get his invuln save. This is a crucial point here. Bryan is going to get a lot of attacks, a lot of damage can come from this axe. It looks like the Warlord is in serious trouble. He's going to elect to fight with him first. I think it's the wise choice. We could interrupt play, but it's not going to be too significant in the other combats. So here it comes. 5 attacks. Take it you need 2s. Or 3s. -1 to hit rolls? No?
No.
For the big axe? No. Okay, this is a good weapon here. 2s to wound. It's strength 8. They've all wounded. AP minus. I think it's AP -2. For an axe it might be. If it's a... It is AP -3. Blast. Right, we need 6s here. I need 3 or 4 6s for a miracle. There's 2. You've got him though. It's going to be 3d3 damage with 4 wounds remaining. Unless you're triple 1. God, he's long since head chopped off. And the body falls limp to the ground here. He is gone. Good play. That is the end of the Warlord there. So slain Warlord. That storm can disappear as well. The mist can go. And it reveals the slain Rune Priest at the feet of the Master of Executions. Okay, so job done for him. He's just consolidated down that direction. So the Chosen will fight next, and they are up against a unit of 6 Blood Claws here, including a unit of one of the models with Terminator armour and the claws, Frost Claws. Lots of attacks. We'll see if Bryan can reduce this squad down. Okay. So this is the power sword coming through. And it's going to be forced to wound. With these. Yeah, one comes through. We'll take a 6-up save. Which we fail. So I'll take this guy at the back away. That's now 5 casualties this turn. Yeah, morale's going to be a problem actually. Multiple Night Lords units going to start stacking up morale here, and it's quite high casualties coming through for multiple Space Wolf squads, so that may cause trouble. So this is a regular bolter and chainsword attacks here, or just chainsword.
Just chainswords.
Yeah, chainswords, yeah. And there's that one there. Can go. So 3s for hits.
Veteran Longhorn.
Oh yes, okay. Looking for 4s to wound. There's some. 5. I'll put them on Marines here, try and absorb this damage, which we do. The power armor holds on all 5 of those wounds that have that have come through. So they'll get to fight back. They'll be on 2s to hit as well. But we'll let Bryan push on to his next combat. Not going to interrupt here. We'll let the combats continue. Whoa!
Fury of Khorne.
Fury of Khorne. Okay, so he's going to fight again with this squad. Does not happy with the result here, so he's going for it again. 2 hits. 4s for wounds.
Generates another Veterans Long War.
Veterans Long War, great. Okay, yeah. 2 more hits. Wow, good stuff. 4s for wounds. This will be significant if you can get the wounds. 2 of them come through. We'll take 6 up saves. Double 6 for the Emperor. This is good. You do, when you play an Imperial army, you just feel a surge well up inside of you, and as if the Emperor's watching, and you look across and he's smiling at you when you roll dice like that. This is good here. Good to stand against this tide of wickedness sweeping through the galaxy. And, oh, sorry, we'll move on to Bryan's next lot of attacks. He's not listening here to this Imperial propaganda. He's just ploughing on. So
that was 5 sixes. It's 5.
So, yeah, this is Veterans of the Long War. More attacks coming through. Generating some more attacks, yep. And again, it's going to be 4s for wounds. This is a better round than last time. Wants to really bring this squad down. There's that one, sorry. There's an extra one there for you as well. That's to be rolled, yeah. And that one wounds as well. Okay, so looking for 4s to wound. Pretty good. Plus that one. Yeah, okay. So we're on 8. Yeah, this is good. Unless the Emperor smiles upon us again. He does not. He's a bit temperamental, the Emperor here. He's not blessed us this time. 5 wounds taken now. Yeah, no, we've been calling it Veterans of the Long War. It's Death to the False Emperor we've been playing. We've been playing it correctly. 6 is to generate extra attacks, so that's all fine. Consolidation move made there. Then just to cover the saves, the failures there, one of them was a 1. I rolled a dice. If I got a 5, that wound would have gone through onto the Terminator, which I did roll a 5, just for the randomisation there, and it means the Terminator's taken a wound also. But it's all been resolved and sorted out here correctly. So all that's left now of that Blood Claws squad is a wounded Terminator, and that is it. So that was a good call there, making that extra round of attacks coming in from that chosen squad. Yeah, no, but command points drained here. There's none left now for the Night Lords. So, still plenty of combats to resolve. A bit of a collapse, though, on the flank here. This is the idea. Space Wolves lured into the centre of the table. They've lost all of their invuln saves. And the Night Lords now piling in on multiple sides. So the game's certainly livened up here at this stage. Does it go for the Knight next? We've got combats on the outskirts here as well against the Thunderwolf Cavalry. Yeah, okay, so 9 is going to stomp here. 9 attacks going into this fresh squad, and 3 to try and pick off this lone Terminator here.
The lone Terminator?
Yep. 3s. 2 hits.
8.
Do you get death? No, it doesn't get death to the False Emperor. Okay. 2s to end. 1. -2. Let's take a 4-up save here. Come on. Oh! Not going to command reroll. I'm sorry. But he is gone. There'll be no response now for what's left of that unit. They're eliminated. So that'll protect the chosen unit there from being attacked, at least, by that squad. Space Wolves dropping like flies here. Here come the stomp attacks into the fresh squad. Needing 3s. And then needing 2s. And it's going to be AP -2 against them. So of course, some casualties here. All 5 have made it through. We'll take 5-up saves. Pass 1. 4... Blood Claws removed. We'll take those ones away from the back. Right, Raptor's fighting next. Not going to interrupt play here. This Thunderwolf Cavalryman's by himself. Needs to try and survive. No invuln save available for him. But this is just regular chainsword attacks coming through. There's one that's missed. And then...
Generates another attack.
1 extra attack generated, yeah, for Death to the False Emperor, which hits. And then we're going to look for 5s to wound here. 4, by the looks of it.
Yeah.
3-up save. Foul 2. Oh boy, he's almost gone. He's got 1 wound left. So that's it. Managed to keep him alive, just about. He's got 1 wound left. Now across here, the bikers charging in against the Thunderwolf Cavalry. We do get a 3+ invuln save here, thankfully, on this side. You got any weapons that can... Is there any weapon in there that is... There's nothing in there? Okay, so regular chainsword attacks here. I think Bryan, the aim for him is going to try and remove the second model from this squad, so he's going to need to pick up 2 wounds here if we fail our saves. So 3s.
2 more attacks.
So just picking up the hits here. And then... Oh, there's a 3 there, by the way. Yeah. Okay, so it's 5s for wounds, 2. 3 up saves. We found 1, but it's, again, just about kept him alive. Alright, so finally, the Space Wolves get to fight back. The Night Lords have had loads of close combats here. Chance to strike back. 18 wounds left on him. I reckon we can put some wounds on the Knight. We can fight back here as well with these. So, and our Thunderwolf Cavalry, some of the models have survived. So, it's Operation Fight Back is now active. Crom, we'll kick off with him. 2s to hit. They've all hit. 5s to wound here, because it's strength 6. Yeah, not too bad from this hero here. -2 to the saves. Yeah, it is -2. I thought it might be -3. It's -2. Save 1. Okay. D3 damage, though, from this axe. Nice. Here. Okay, down to 15 wounds. Just chipping away the wounds on this knight. Alright, so still 2 units of Blood Claws to fight. Fight the next unit of Blood Claws. So, we were charged to get a bonus attack here. This is the Terminator fighting. So, needing 2s for hits, rerolling 1s for Crom. 5s for wounds, because we're fighting at strength 5. He gets a wound, and that's -2 here from this power axe.
Nope.
Got him, another wound. Okay, it's down to 14. And then regular Blood Claw attacks will be 9 in total with them. 2s for hits, rerolling 1s for Crom. It's giving hope to the Space Wolves army here. 6s to wound though, strength 4, toughness 8. There's 1. So 1 save of 3+. So 4. Okay, plain hole facing here for the dice. So that is a 4, no problem at all. So that's them. They couldn't fight too far away. They weren't contacted or charged, so we've resolved that. We've now got this squad here. So we're going to attack here. Just across here, I should have got 2 attacks. We randomised the result that came through. It did cause a wound. Rolled dice to see if to randomise if it was a miss, and it's fine. So that wound has come through. It's fine. Just corrected that. Across here, we are going to go into the infantry squad here. So it's the Terminator leader, and then +1 for his weapons. 2s. I was going to say we get something against you, but we don't. I wish we did. So 3s. Yeah, these are strength 5 actually for the Space Wolves. So 3s to wound, and it's re-rollable. Nope. So 2 wounds at -2. Regular power armor. So 5 ups. Yes. So 2 of the chosen can be removed. And they're now fighting back with these. So yeah, the reason why I gave him an extra attack earlier on is because of Berserk Charge. It's only when we actually make a charge, not when we are charged. So we'll fight with these here. That's 5 of them, which will be 15. No, it'll be 10 attacks with them. 3s for hits or 2s for hits, and the Iron Ranger Crom. So I reroll those. Yeah, it's so reliable when you've got a character nearby for that reroll ones. Forced to wound. Not so good at all. Just 3 normal power armor saves required. All have failed though. 3 chosen brought down. Ouch. Casualties there taken on that squad. Space Wolves fighting back here. So that's all that done. You can see the white dice markers here. Loads of casualties in the centre of the table. But morale's going to be more of an issue for the Space Wolves. We come to morale at the end of the turn. We'll fight back across here with the Thunderwolf Cavalryman. He has been charged. He needs 2s for hits. Double 1. Not so good. 3s for a wound. Yes, 1 wound comes through at AP -2. And saved. Alright, so 0 damage across there. We'll fight with the wolf itself. So 2s, 3s, nothing. 0 impact. And then across here fighting on this flank against the bikers. So the axe hits. 1 wound. -2. Got him. Okay, so wind comes through. And then chainsaw guy. Nothing. And then the wolves themselves fighting now, needing 2s. And toughness 5. Forced to wind. Yeah, at -1. Scratching and clawing here at the bikes, and
Bring down one bike.
yeah, so one bike had gone and a wound put on another. Bit of an even sort of contest going on here. Alright, so combat's resolved across the board here. I think it's gone better for the Night Lords. I think they've caused heavy casualties here. Space Wolves, casualties wise, are losing this game for sure. They've suffered heavily here already by turn 2, but it's their turn to come next. Morale we're going to go through next here to get the turn finished off, so we'll get morale sorted out and then take a look at the situation. Alright, morale resolved. Thunderwolf cavalry on the flanks have held. We lost one more casualty from this squad. The others have passed, just about. Even the Fenrisian Wolf has passed morale. Roll a 1 for him. He's just about managed to survive. There's some minuses to our morale, but still managed to hold. So both sides definitely still in this fight. Bryan's squad passed morale, no problem at all as well. So that's the end of the turn here for the Night Lords. They've made a massive impact here. They still have units to call upon from reserve as well. It looks like the Space Wolves are still going to get a point for controlling the centre of the table, but as to how long that lasts, we'll have to see. Their troops dwindling here and being cut down. It's a ferocious fight taking place. We'll go on to the second turn now for the Space Wolves. The game hangs in the balance for them. They'll zealously fight on against the forces of chaos, and whatever this relic is here, they will... It better be worth it, yes, Bryan says. Okay, so we'll go on to turn 2 now. For the Space Wolves, they've got to bounce back, and they must bounce back hard if they are to stand any chance in this game. It's looking grim, but in moments like these, heroes can emerge. We'll go on to turn 2 now for the Space Wolves. Right, so movement for the Space Wolves here on the second turn. So much has happened in this battle already, but we've responded as best as possible. We've stayed in close combat here. Then we've pulled out of combat with this squad just to make some room for Bjorn to move through. So he's moved through, poised to charge. Crom's remained in close combat against the Chaos Knight. Murderfang's moved across to try and take on the Executioner here. Rolled an advanced move and have gone 11 inches in total. A 6-inch charge needed here by the Wolfen, trying to get them out of 12 inches of the null field and get them back onto their 3+ Invon save. Then across here, remaining in close combat, and one of the lone Fenrisian Wolf moving up to help out the Thunderwolf cavalry. And then across here, Dragnaughts come across to help out, and Fenrisian Wolves to help against the bikers. So that's movement done for the Space Wolves. No psychic phase now. The Rune Priest is slain. We'll go on to shooting phase for the Space Wolves next. Alright, so firepower has been resolved mostly here. Bolt Pistol did bring down one of the Marines here in close combat. Crom's Bolt Pistol, no damage against the Knight. Bolt Pistol here, no damage. A wound across here, but a save made with a Bolt Pistol there. And then we fired some Daka here, Stormbolter firing up against the cultist upstairs, no wounds coming through. So 2 laser cannon shots going to go into the Land Raider. This is coming from Bjorn. So 3s for hits because we moved, and reroll once. Still missed, okay. 3s for a wound. It does wound, okay. So a 5+ save here for the Land Raider, otherwise it will start to take some damage. -3, yeah, so it's a 1, okay. Gonna let that through. Oh, sorry, yeah, there's no command points. They've all been spent here. It's 3 damage. Okay, so some damage coming through against the Land Raider. It's going to be close combats where the damage can be done here for the Space Wolves. We'll go on to their charges and Overwatch next. All right, so charges gone ahead. We got off quite lightly on Overwatch here. Just 1 wound taken. The damage was just 1 coming through from these 4 hits from Overwatch, 4 wounds. We tanked most of them on the invuln save of the Storm Shield, so just 1 wound taken. Need to remember to do the 5+ to ignore damage coming through. Did roll for this guy here and failed. Then over here, Murderfang has gone in, Beyond the Fell-Handed's gone in, the Wolf across here has gone in to try and help out the Cavalryman, and then across here, the Fenrisian Wolves, and also the Venerable Dreadnought has charged in against the Bikers as well. Chance for the Space Wolves to cause trouble here. Do fancy our chances of bringing the Knight down, potentially. Brian's out of command points, so no danger of any interruptions taking place, and we do have 3 command points remaining here for the Space Wolves, so the battle's far from over yet. We'll get these combats resolved. We'll start with Murderfang. Here, 7 attacks. At 2s to hit, rerolling 1s. They've all hit. 2s to wound. 2s to wound. Rerolling. Failed that one. Okay. 6 make it through. At -3 and 3 damage. So there's potential here of 18 wounds can come through. So no invuln save for this guy. So 6 is required. There's 1. All right. 15 damage comes through against him. I think it's safe to say that'll be the last Space Wolf he executes here in this fight at least. So he could go, and then we'll nearest enemy model. We'll tuck in a little bit. I don't want to edge too far because there is the Land Raider just across the other side. So it's all charges we've got to resolve here. We'll leave Bjorn for now. We'll shift our attention down here. So go Thunderhammers first of all. 2s to hit for charging, -1 because of the weapon. But they've all hit here. I will be on 3s to wound, I'd imagine here. Brian's just going to check the toughness of these obliterators here. 3s to wound, need a good roll. It's okay, it's not too good. 3 have made it through here. So 3 saves here coming through at AP -3. Sorry, it's strength 10. So 2 more make it through. It's 5 saves now at -3. So you get a 5+ invuln save, yeah, demon save for these. 1, okay. So 4 wounds a time. 4 wounds, sorry, 4 wounds total. So it's going to be 2 whole models and 1 remains. They're brutal. Wolfen are a strong unit here for the Space Wolves. 2s to hit. This is with the axes. Strength 8, these ones, so we 3s to win this time around. The 2 make it through, -3 again, so 6s here. No, and it's 2d3 damage. Got him, 5 wounds. All right, it's a wipeout. That was a good charge there. Wolfen have obliterated the obliterators. Yeah, it's a consolidation move made. They're a dangerous unit here, and they're back onto their 3+ invuln save, so a bit of a bane here for the Night Lords, this Wolfen unit. Looking quite good here for the Space Wolves, a bit of a recovery going on from them at this stage. So we'll go to Bjorn. I'm hoping that he'll be enough to bring this Knight down. 2s to hit. 3s to wound. And it's rerollable. Oh, those 2 have failed. Okay, that's not so good. It's AP -4, so the armor's going to be bypassed here straight away, and it will be 3d6 damage.
Roll low.
He has rolled low. I'm mightily tempted to command reroll. No, because I'll not do it. We'll let it stand. The Knight lives. Down to 8, he's in a damage bracket here, but this Knight is still well and truly alive. That's not the result we were looking for. So we'll then move on to the next. We're doing all the charges here at this stage. So we've got wolves here to fight, and then also the Venerable Dreadnought. So I think Brian's impressed by the combat power of that the Space Wolves have. We're going to attack here, going to try and cleave some bikes. It is 2s for hits. It's 2s to hit, -1 for the axe, and then +1 because we charged in, so you get those. 2s to wound. Yep, 2 make it through. 2 saves are 6+. Save 1, alright, so D6 damage. Well, it's the wounded model anyway, so he's going to go. We'll take that one off. Okay, that's not so bad at all. No, got off lightly there. We'll attack with the wolves. Full squad here, so 10 attacks. Okay, so 10 attacks with the Fenrisian wolves. In 3s. With these ones. And then 4s, 5s to wound. No, 1. 1 at -1. Not making too much impact here, and Brian saved that one. Okay, so the biker's proven difficult to remove. That toughness 5 and 2 wounds makes them that much tougher. So we now alternate units. So I'm going to choose a unit to fight with. It must be Crom. Ah, boy. Or do we try and fight back across here? Yeah, so we'll choose Crom. We'll fight with him. 2s to hit, rerolling 1s. Yep, and then 5s. There's a slim chance if you roll really well. We've rolled okay. That's 3 have made it through. So -2. So 5s and 6s here on the knight. No, all of a sudden 3d3 damage. If we max out on this, we'll bring the knight down. Not too bad. 5 wounds taken on the knight here. This drops down to 3 remaining. That'll put it into another damage bracket here, and that may well help keep these 2 characters alive. So now Brian will choose to fight back with one of his units. He can leave the knight now. It doesn't have to. Both of my units have attacked, so he can leave that and pick a combat somewhere else across the board.
2 attacks into the dog, or the 4 attacks into the dog.
Yeah, okay. So Brian's chosen the raptors to fight here. He's going to try and eliminate the wolf here first of all. Toughness 4. Yeah, 2 wounds come through. It should be slain. This is all double 6. No, alright, so that wolf can go. And now the rest of the attacks try and bring down the last wound on the Thunderwolf cavalry pack leader there. Just chainsword attacks though.
Yeah.
So just looking for as many wounds as possible. Not so good, yeah. There's a lot of misses there. No rerolls of any kind available or nearby. So 5s to wound. Yeah, okay, 2 wounds do come through. Try and pass these here. 3+, yep, and 3, yes, okay. So that has passed. He's still alive. That dog can go. That wolf's slain. Okay, so now we'll pick a combat, and we must attack over here with the Thunderwolf cavalry. So, yeah, only on the charge. So, or if they are charged. So, Thunderwolf cavalrymen needing 3s now. This is with the axe. 3s to wound. Yeah, 1 wound comes through at AP -3. Sorry, now hold it there. Strength 5, toughness 5. So no, that is not wounded. Chainsword, 2 hits and no wounds. And then lastly, these 2 units just bouncing off each other here at the moment. Trying to hit with the wolves. 1 wound comes through at -1. We're not going to bring a biker down here. Passed, alright, so that's all the damage, or no damage coming through there. So striking back now, 3s.
2 more attacks.
Yeah, death to the false emperor. No. Miss, okay. This is all going into the Thunderwolf cavalry?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Two wounds come through. 3 up saves. Passed, alright. So yeah, both units just bouncing off each other. Next, down here, chosen sergeant with power sword. 3s. Ah, he's dropped a sword there. 2 1s and a 2. Okay, so now we'll fight back with this unit here. So we'll fight back here with these. We'll go try and take out the sergeant here. So this is the Terminator. Reroll him once. Yep, 2 hits. Then 2 wounds, yes. So 2 saves of -2. 2 saves of 5+. No, alright, so sergeant gone. Okay. And then consolidation, I'll push those further in. They are actually still in combat against the knight. So yeah, I'll make my consolidation move in this direction. I had declared all the chainsword attacks into that sergeant as well, so those are all redundant now. We'll just push forwards 3 inches. Okay, so that's the situation now as it stands. Okay, I'm looking at my command points here, but I have to do it. Bjorn's going to fight again. Yes, to honour the chapter, he's going to have to. Right, so the last 3 command points being used. We're going to fight against the knight to pick off the last 3 wounds, just to try and eliminate that from play. So, 5 attacks, needing 2s. They've all hit. 3s to wound, and we'll re-roll those ones. 3 come through, it's -4, it's going straight through the armour, and it is a total of 10 damage coming through. Okay, so Bryan will roll, and he will rejoice if he rolls a 6 here. He would really like it if he rolls a 6. It's a 4. With no command reroll available. Alright, but the knight comes crashing down here. Is that significant enough for the Space Wolves? They've fought back here, tooth and claw, against the Night Lords, and finally, right at the end of this turn, the Chaos Knight comes crashing down. Is that a signal here of a turnaround for the Space Wolves? Difficult to say. There's still reserves to arrive, but some significant damage coming through now against the forces of Chaos in this game. Alright, so Knight removed from play. We've left some debris behind, but a cause for celebration here for the Space Wolves. They've cleared this central courtyard here, and they are well and truly on top of the objective for now, at least. That marks the end of the turn. Morale, no issues at all across the board. It's the end of turn 2. Space Wolves again pick up 1 point for securing the centre of the table. They have more models and more troops models within range. 15 of the objective. Okay. It's tight enough here though. 15 inches is the range. It's troops we're counting because the other models are sort of cancelled out. 5 and 5 is 10. There's 4 up here, and then 5 of the cultists at the back would have counted as well. So 10 to 9. It's close enough, but the Space Wolves have just about edged it here. You know, models closer, you know, visually speaking, but it is a 15-inch range here at this stage. It's now going to drop to 12 inches. So the scenario is encouraging both the armies to close in on this objective here. We'll go on to turn 3 for the Night Lords. They now need to bounce back here against the Space Wolves, who have now parked themselves in the centre of the table. We'll go on to turn 3 now for the Night Lords, Chaos Space Marines. Turn 3 now for the Night Lords on turn 3. Land Raiders pulled across and back slightly just to get a better line of sight in this direction. It's Bjorn's proven difficult to deal with because he's hidden away in amongst units here, and the character rules then making it difficult to shoot him or target him with shooting. Terminators have turned up on top here, keeping 9 inches away. The Terminator Lord there with them also, and again, going to struggle to hit Bjorn here because of these other units that are slightly closer. Raptors have disengaged from close combat and have jumped across, heading off towards the objective. Unit of cultists behind them as well, and then the jump pack Raptor Lord here moving in to try and finish off the cavalryman, who still doesn't have that 3+ invuln save. So should be able to bring him down, no problem. And then across here, combats continue, tying up multiple Space Wolf units on that flank. So that's movement done. The last of the reserves now committed from the Night Lords will go on to their shooting phase next. So we're in the middle of shooting phase here. You can see casualties coming through. This was melter shots coming through, combi bolter shots from the Lord here as well, firing through. Didn't quite take out the Terminator. He's remained alive, and so is now currently blocking firepower that could come from the Land Raider against Bjorn. Down here, 1 casualty taken. That was firepower coming from the cultists firing through. The Raptors able to shoot as well because they have the fly keyword, but just 1 casualty taken. It was the Terminator there that tanked loads of wounds coming through and prevented a lot of casualties from coming through. So Terminator's doing the job here, stopping these characters from being shot at. And so it's the Land Raiders about to fire. It's the heavy bolter, twin heavy bolters going into here, and the laser cannon shots, all of them into this Terminator. Yeah. Going to try and take him out and bring him down.
The laser cannon shots.
They've all hit. So Terminator's just taken 4 laser cannon hits, and they've all wounded him as well. Dear mate, right, let's see how many of these we can tank. 5 plus invuln save. No, invuln save allowed. 6 is to save then. Save 1. So 3d6 damage. I'll just make you roll it here. We'll see what you... That's enough, he's gone. 8 wounds taken. Terminator finally removed. They have been a bit of a bane here for the Night Lords. They've tanked a lot of wounds coming through, doing their job to try and preserve the Space Wolves as much as possible. So, Twin Heavy Bolter, 6 shots now into the other unit of Blood Claws. I think the last unit of them to remain alive, there's 4 of them left.
3.
Yeah, okay. -1.
Yeah.
4 up saves, regular Marines. 2 of them slain here, so take these 2 from the back. Now, what's interesting here, a bit of a twist. If I lose what remains, it will be down to all characters around here, and then Bryan will have access to shoot at whoever he decides to fire at. So, bit tricky here for the Space Wolves, but they've absorbed the damage, and for this round of firepower at least, they've managed to protect their characters from being shot at. Alright, so that's the shooting phase resolved. We'll go on to charges and Overwatch next. There's some ongoing combats across here, and then charges, no, not really, actually. Yes, there is here. Just him charging in. We'll resolve the Overwatch there, and then we'll get these combats resolved. Alright, so Bryan's going to do his attacks. Charges first, so... the Lord there, the Raptor Lord charging in. 5 attacks, extra attack for carrying the 2 Lightning Claws. They're not Lightning Claws though, they're a nastier version. Yep. So looking for 4s to wound, re-rolling. Ouch, 4 of them. Okay, and -3. I need quadruple 6. We've got 2 6s, but that's the Fundorf Cavalryman removed. And it's D3 damage a time as well, and he's a nasty character, that one, and he can make a consolidation move if he wishes. So there's a concentration of Night Lords coming through here, strong enough, heading off towards the objective. Space Wolves will need to do something about that. There's a lot more models now starting to control this objective. This is the danger that we worried about here for the Space Wolves. Their numbers dwindling, and the Night Lords could start to outweigh them in models. Troops-wise, Bryan has more on the objective now with the cultists also. So now the game could be swinging back in the other direction. We'll go on to some other combats to resolve across this side of the table. So Bryan's going to put all of his attacks into the Fenrisian Wolves this time. I'm going to try and reduce them down. They're much more of a softer target. If he kills enough of them, might break them with morale as well. Okay. 4s to wound. 2 wounds. 6s. Nope, 2 casualties. And morale may well be an issue because they're morale 4, -1 for your unit being nearby as well. So yeah, it may well cause trouble. Right, we'll fight with the Venerable Dreadnought. We'll go for Scythe this time. We'll try out this approach. 2s for hits. If all hit, strength 6, toughness 5, 3s for wounds. Now the damage starts to come through. 7 saves at -3 here on the bikers. That is trouble for them for sure. Should have used that choice last time round, but here it comes. 1, 2 saves made, 5 wounds taken, almost wiping out the bikers here. Fenrisian Wolves, we'll see if we can pick up the last wound with them. 1 wound, -1, 1 save 4+, just the humiliation of being slain by a dog here. No, it holds. Okay, so it's going to be Fundorf Cavalry. The pack leader hits with his axe, wounds twice with his axe at -2. Oh, 1, yeah, got him. Alright, so squad wiped out here. All of a sudden this flank's freed up. But these units for the Space Wolves are some distance away from the centre of the board. But the wipeout here will free us up. We can then move off to try and get to the middle of the table as quick as possible. Alright, so combat's all resolved now across the table. Before we go on to the third turn for the Space Wolves, we'll get some morale resolved here to finish the turn. Okay, morale's fine. Rolled a 1 here, passed, and then rolled a 2 across here. It would have failed if Bryan's unit was still there, but because they've been wiped out, we've passed leadership 4, and 4 scored in total. Okay, so end of turn. We'll hand over to the Space Wolves. they need to try and get this point for them on this third, so we need to clear away a lot of these Night Lords here. If the Space Wolves can really maximise their damage, that will keep them in the fight, but there's a lot to try and deal with here. Fresh unit Terminators on top, Raptors and some nasty characters that the Night Lords have themselves available as well. We're going to turn 3 now for the Space Wolves. This game is far from over yet. Okay, tough choices to make with the Space Wolves. Our move's complete now, so we rolled a 1 for our advance. Only 8 inches moved up, so they're not going to be much of a threat at all this turn. We've backed off slightly here with Bjorn. Then the Blood Claws unit, just the Terminator and the regular Blood Claw, just moving to the bottom of this generator here. Murderfang's moved through 8 inches, ready to charge and fire some shooting that he has, and then Crom's jumped through here, not jumped but climbed through, 6 inches moved by him. Units that have been freed up after the close combat, Fenrisian Wolves swept around to here, advanced move made by the Venerable Dreadnought, and then 10-inch move made by the Thunderwolf Cavalry. They stand a chance of getting into close combat there on this flank. So that's the movement done. Not many models left here for both sides. Both armies trimmed down significantly here in this battle, and it's only the middle stage of the game. We'll go on to shooting phase now for the Space Wolves on turn 3. Going to fire Bjorn at the Terminators here. I need to reduce them down. So 3s to hit. Nothing I can do about that one that's missed. 2s to wound. Yeah, the wound comes through. AP -3. So Bryan will get a save here of 5+. Yeah, I rolled a 6. Well done. Okay. Whether that was against the Land Raider or the Terminators doesn't matter, but no damage coming from Bjorn this turn. So we'll put a heavy flamer into the Raptors as well, just to finish off. 2 hits and 3s to wound. Yeah, 2 wounds at -1. That's good. Dice rolling here at this stage. Okay, so that's Bjorn finished and 0 damage. So the Blood Claws here. Frag grenade being thrown upstairs, and also the Storm Bolter from the Terminator. So D6 shots, just the 1, which misses because he's on 4s to hit. And then 4 shots now with the Terminator. And 3s to wound. Yeah, triple wound. 6 up save here on these cultists. No, 3 of them shot down here, 1 of them remains. Murderfang is going to fire next. Heavy Flamer and Storm Bolter into the cultists at the back. So D6 hits, 4 hits, 3s to wound. Yep, 3 wounds come through at -1, so that's 3 casualties. Yep, and then the Storm Bolter. Rerolling 1s for Bjorn. 3s to wound. 1 more wound, 6 up save. And no, alright, 4 casualties in total on them. Just trying to eliminate as many models now. Model count is important here. Still, Bryan has more troops at this stage. Crom's going to chuck a frag grenade. The 2-man cultist squad. 1 shot though. Does hit and does wound on a 4+. Yep. So 1 save 6+. No, another one. Another cultist succumbs here to grenades being thrown. Yeah. Thunderwolf Cavalry in range of a frag grenade just to take out the last cultist here. 2 shots. 2 hits. No wounds in 4s. Okay, there's a lot of grenades being thrown here by the Space Wolves, but proving to be quite effective. Just look around to see if there's any other firepower available here. Yeah, no, that's it. So shooting phase complete. Not too bad, just trying to eliminate models here, going for the softer targets. We'll go on to charges and Overwatch next. One of the problems here is we can't charge upstairs with our Dreadnoughts. They are limited, so I'll not be able to get up there to flush those Terminators out. But we do have some charges available, though. We'll go on to charges and Overwatch now. All right, charges taking place here. Murderfang made it in no problem. He did take damage. 2 wounds from an overcharging plasma pistol. Then tried to charge here. The Thunderwolf Cavalry rolled a 3. They haven't made it into close combat. No damage from Overwatch. Then Crom's charged. Rolled a 9 for him. He swung all the way around. Has made contact with the Raptors. The Raptor Lord there. And then also the Lone Cultist also. So he swung around to try and help out Murderfang in close combat. So that is charges complete. We'll get these combats resolved next. Murderfang here charging. 2s to hit, rerolling 1s. They've all wounded. All hit, sorry, yes. 2s to wound. They've all wounded. It's AP -3, and it's 3 damage a time, so 7 saves to make here.
7 in the unit.
Yeah, so Bryan needs to get a 6 here, otherwise it's a wipeout. Probably get a couple. He's got 1, alright, so he'll keep the sergeant alive, but the rest of the squad's been hacked down here without mercy by Murderfang. Right, so we'll fight with Crom next. He's going to put all of his attacks into the Lord. Remember, we're losing all our invuln saves here, so we've got to strike first is a big advantage. So 2s for hits, they've all hit. 3s for wounds, coming in at strength 6. Whoa, 2 have failed. It's saves here at -2. This is the Worm Claw being used here. So 5 pluses, surpassing 1. 2d3 damage. How many wounds does he have? I reckon he's got 5, so we're going to need a very, very good score. If Bryan gets to fight back, Crom will probably be slain.
5.
It's 5. Okay, here it is. Oh, it's 4. 4 wounds caused. Is that save that you made has kept him alive? 4 wounds taken, and he will get to fight back. But some deadly close combat's taking place here. Very small game now it's turned into. Not much left on the table here. Space Wolves pretty good. They've done okay here this turn, but Bryan will get to fight back with this character. So here it comes. 5 attacks. Need 2s, I would imagine.
Rerolling 1s because he rerolled his own.
Yes, that's right. Chaos Lord, yeah. It's good. Solid enough character, this one here. 3s to win. And rerollable. Oh no, this is not good here. Okay, and it's -3. This is a relic. Yeah, this is a relic being used. That was 5, wasn't it? All 5.
5, yeah.
6s. We've got 1. Crom's a goner here. It's going to be 4d3 damage. He has 5 wounds, unless Bryan rolls absolutely horrifically hit. God, triple 6. 10 wounds caused. Crom is dead. Long gone here. He had his chance to bring that Chaos Lord down, but he's failed, and Crom falls at his feet, slain. Okay, so that's that combat resolved. We've since resolved morale. The lone cultists, the pair of them, gone. They ran away, and so too has the lone Chaos Chosen model as well. So models beginning to flee here. Just a couple of models leaving, but still plenty of fight left in both sides. The Terminators here, that's the hope that the Night Lords have, along with this character as well that's slain Crom. He's now available to take someone else on in Mortal Kombat. So each point per turn for this objective, it's a lot of effort to try and pick it up. But the Space Wolves have managed to do it again. It's those cultists being destroyed there. Means we've got 2 troops here. We now secure this objective for the 3rd turn in the row, but only just. It's been very, very close. But again, the Space Wolves have picked up a point this turn. We'll go on to turn 4 now for the Night Lords. Both armies down to their last few units, but if you look at the Space Wolves here, their nastier units are still in play. You can see the Dreadnought around there as well. Night Lords do have options though. Terminator's still alive, Land Raider still available and in good shape also. So we'll go on to turn 4 now for the Night Lords. Difficult for them, but they're not out of the fight quite yet. Alright, so movement complete. Not many units left here for both sides. The Raptor Lord, or the Chaos Lords, jumped around, ready to take on the Thunderdwarf Cavalry, who do not have an invuln save. They're within 12 inches of the null field. Terminator's moving to the edge, ready to fire down, possibly charge as well with them. And then the Land Raider, just to make it more difficult for the Wolfen here, that's pulled all the way back to the back line there, and still able to fire. So that's movement done. We'll go on to shooting phase next. Right, Land Raider's going to fire here. It's going to offload all that it has into the Wolfen here. These are back on to their invuln save here, 3+. So, last cannons, 4 shots. 2s to end. Okay, so we'll start tanking them. We're doing one at a time. Have to go on to the invuln save for this first one. He passes that one. He fouls that one. Nothing I can do about it, so Bryan will roll his damage. His damage 1. 5+, I might survive here. No, so he has been slain. And then we'll tank it on the 3+ invuln save, just about, with the last Thunderhammer model. Heavy bolters next. Does help. It has helped remove one of those Thunderhammers from play. 1, 2 wounds come through. 3 plus invuln save. Oh boy, this is... Yeah, he passed. Okay, so we've managed to tank that. No problem this time around. 1 model lost. Just mark him up for morale. Alright, Terminator's firing now. A Melter's going to fire down here, and then Combi Bolters into the Wolfen to try and hose down some more members from that squad. So...
Wolfen first?
Yep.
5 hits.
Okay, and 4 wounds coming through.
Combi Melter is 2 shots at long range.
Yes.
Or a Melter gunshot.
Yes.
Or you can fire both.
Right, so it's not the 4 shots coming through each, it's 2 shots because Bryan has the Combi Melter variant. Okay, so that's fine. So wounds there was 4. I'll tank these on 4 plus normal saves, which I failed 2, and then I'll 5 plus stay alive rolls here. Wolfen, strange unit these, but they've tanked those hits. Alright, so Melter shot coming through. This is against the Blood Claws. 2 Melters, yeah. 2 hits. Oh, we could wipe out the squad here. 2 wounds, nice. Okay. So -4, it's going to slay. I'll tank it on the Terminator first. 5 plus. No invuln saves.
No.
And then auto kill on the other one. So you want to roll a dice to see your damage first of all, yeah. So it's 2 dice is the best. He's rolled a 6 and a 4. Right, gone. Squad wiped out. That's a twist because that's our screening unit now removed. Right, so what's interesting here is the Chaos Lord with his Melter can pick on one of my Dreadnoughts without restriction. He wants to shoot at Murderfang, okay. If he rolls really well, I can actually destroy him because I've already taken 2 wounds. Hits, yeah, 3's through a wound here. Yes, the wound comes through at safety -4. There's nothing we can do. 2d6 choosing the best for your damage.
No, he's not 1 in 6 inches.
Oh, right, no, okay. 1d6 then. No, it's not, okay. 1d6 will do it. If you get a 6 hit, no, 3. 3 wounds taken, 3 remain. Okay, bit of a predicament here. The Dreadnoughts can't get upstairs. Their firepower's not that great. Las Cannon's okay. But it's a big enough squad. If we then decide to pull away, we might start surrendering the objective here to the Night Lords. So difficult situation here now that our infantry are all gone. A crack grenade can be thrown down here, and I think that'll be the end of the shooting phase. So Bryan will just roll that up.
Yeah.
2, yes, it's Chaos Lord, yeah. And 4 is a Bryan's just reroll, and 6 is fine. The result's the same. And we will go for a 4-up save. Passed. Okay. Shooting phase complete. We'll go on to charges and Overwatch next. Okay, so charges have taken place. The Chaos Lord didn't make it in, but the Terminators have. They've charged down. They're going to try and pick off the last 3 wounds on Murderfang. Then across here, charge has taken place against the Thunderwolf Cavalry. So it just shows that the Space Force here, the whole philosophy behind this army is to keep and protect the Dreadnoughts right to the end of the game. That's exactly what's happened here in this scenario, and so Space Force was able to call upon some decent units right at the end, but their screen virtually has been stripped away, and we're down to the last few units fighting against each other here desperately for this objective in the middle. So Bryan can pick a combat, either the Raptor Lord over there or the Terminators fighting here against Murderfang. Just saying, if Murderfang survives, he'll turn around and potentially could wipe out the squad. Remember, there's no invuln saves for anyone here, also within 12 inches of the null field. Okay, Parax attacks here against Murderfang. I think you get to reroll 1s because your Chaos Lord's nearby. That will help to some degree. Looking for 3s. You can reroll the 1s, yeah. Okay.
That generates another attack.
Oh yes, Death to the False Emperor here, which can be re-rolled. So yeah, Bryan can re-roll that one. No, okay, just going to take away the ones that have failed. There's one of one there, yeah, okay. So, Strength 5, Toughness 7. It's our toughness that might or might not save us. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. -2. We'll make a save here of 5+. No, so we do take a wound, but Murderfang is alive. So across here, we'll switch to this combat. So it's the Lord there with the claws. 5 attacks, rerolling 1s. he might wipe out the squad here. It looks bad, but he's actually got all of his hits. Strength is 4 to wound and rerollable. Oh, that's exceptionally good. And it's -3.
-3,
Yeah, so 5 saves here, 6+. He's got the squad here, yeah. So was one of them already on 2 wounds? Yes, that model can go. And that'll be the first one. It's 3d3. It's gone. Wipeout, squad wipeout. So they are destroyed utterly there. Good character, that one. Very useful so far in this game. With that relic, it is exceptionally good. Right, so Murderfang gets to attack. It's just 5 attacks now, though, because he didn't charge. It is 2s to hit, though. He has hit with all of them. Yeah, 2s to wound. And he's wounded with all of them here, and it's AP -3. 3 damage a time, and no invuln saves available. So, it shouldn't wipe out the squad here. Well, almost. 4 of them had hacked down, diced up by Murderfang here, living up to his name. For sure. Nasty result, that one. Okay, so those models can be removed. And with that, that marks the end of turn 4 here for the Night Lords. So we'll let Bryan make a morale roll for the Terminator here. That finds himself alone against Murderfang, and that'll mark the end of the turn. But credit here to both armies. Casualties, very, very heavy. It's been very, very even here as far as casualties and damage is concerned. And there might be... He's okay on a 5?
Yeah.
Is 9? Leadership is 9. Okay. He clings on. Fighting on, yeah, Sergeant, no problem. Okay, so we'll go on to turn 4 now for the Space Wolves. I think a chance for them just to clear the area potentially, and again to secure this objective and pick up a point. Alright, so Bjorn's happy to sit where he is, defending this objective here and to let his las cannon shots through against the Land Raider. And then down here, did roll a 5 for our advance this time, so 12 inches, just flying through here, not flying, but hop, skipping and jumping through as quick as possible, ready to charge into the Lord on top. And then 6 inches move with the Venerable Dreadnought closing in here. Space Wolves look set to do quite well here on this turn. We'll go on to shooting phase for them next. Alright, shooting phase complete here. Las cannon, no damage. Bryan made a save of 5+ for a wound that came through. And then 3 wounds coming through with a Stormbolter. Some saves failed and the Lord brought down. So we're going to charges now. Really, it's this charge here. Can the Wolfen make it in? They should make it in here against the Chaos Lord. Okay, so yes, we have made it into close combat here. No damage from Overwatch. So we'll go on to this combat here. No invuln saves available for anybody. He has this null field disrupting things. So it makes a massive difference when you're able to strike first in close combat. So this is the Thunderhammer. Toughness 4 or 5, strength 10. One wound comes through, -3. So yeah, no invuln save. So 4. No. Okay, so 3 damage taken. So he has Terminator armor. So you would get a 5+ save. Okay. Then 6 attacks. We may not bring him down. 6 attacks here. 2s to hit. They've all hit. 2s to wound. Toughness 4. They've all wounded, and it's -3. So I think we've got him now. 6 saves of 5+. This is with these great frost axes. No, 5 D3. Chaos Lord's gone. That's 7, 8, 9 wounds +3, 12 wounds taken. The Wolfen, pretty nasty. So we consolidated with them, and now finally we'll fight with Murderfang. I think it's just to finish the game off here. Rerolling 1s for Bjorn nearby, and then 2s to wound. It's rerollable, and it's going to be 4 saves at -3, so 5+. No, and that is 12 damage caused there from Murderfang. There, okay, looks like the Space Wolves have now cleared the objective. Alright, so end of turn, and the game's finished now. Bryan will concede, the Land Raider will back off, and the Night Lords will reorganise themselves and launch a raid another time. But Space Wolves have swept through the centre of the table here, attacked, counter-attacked, but they've managed to sit on top of that objective for each turn. So points-wise, it's 4 turns in a row we picked up a point, so 4 points there. Slay the Warlord was picked up, and First Strike as well, so 6 points. And then the Night Lords picked up a point for Slay the Warlord. The Rune Priest was taken down. So 6-1 the final score. Clear victory here for the Space Wolves. The scoreline doesn't really reflect the carnage, though, that's been done on both sides. Casualties heavy for both armies here. So certainly not a whitewash of a game. But Space Wolves focused on the mission here, and with the amount of bodies and units are able just to keep that tally high enough. And the Night Lords did break in, did cause a lot of trouble, but it wasn't quite enough, and so the Space Wolves have secured them a victory here in this battle. Great game, great to have Bryan Morrow return to the channel, and great to see his Night Lords taking part in the battle once again. Superb army that he has. Hope to see them again. Or maybe he will bring back the Tau, we'll see, or other armies that he's working on, perhaps. Okay, yeah, Tau and their firepower usually pretty good against the Space Wolves, but in this battle here, there's cause for celebration. The Space Wolves have achieved victory. So there it is. Great game. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time. Alright, so units of the game for both sides. A lot of contenders here for the Space Wolves. For the Night Lords, Brian's going to give it to the Chaos Lord with the jump pack. The one that took the claws there. The Relic, the AP-3, D3 damage a time. Took out Crom. Took out Thunderwolf Cavalry as well. So decent enough model, performed well in this game. For the Space Wolves, Bjorn was okay. Murderfang did really well in this game as well. Going to give it to the Wolfen though. Deadly unit, tough enough for sure. Wiped out the Obliterators in one round of close combat. Then moved swiftly across the board here, and ultimately at the end of the game took out the Chaos Lord as well. So speed, agility from them, tough enough with their 3+ invuln save, and then deadly in close combat as well. So that's unit of the game for the Space Wolves. That's units of the game for both sides.